In today's video, we are going to quick comparison with the megapixel and the aperture. Let's get started this video. While buying the smartphone, we have to consider these two factors, megapixels and the aperture. In this image, we are showing a big photo, then it goes to small. This is the working of the megapixel. The first photo is taken with a 12 megapixel shooter. The second photo is taken with the 16.2 megapixel shooter. When the comparison with these photos are while uh, while while zooming these mountains, we got a clear image in 50 megapixel shooter. While in 12 megapixel shooter, the image is very clear, but while zooming, it become blur image. So it is a main difference between the megapixel. We don't need megapixel. It is common to buy a smartphone with 12 megapixel is enough. So while considering this 12 megapixel and the 50 megapixel, 12 megapixel is gives better photo due to it consists of a great sensor. Then move on to the sensor and aperture. In this image, you are clearly see this is called a sensor. This part of square shaped is called sensor. These presenting these lenses are is used for the megapixels. Whenever these lenses are greater, you get a greater megapixel photos. A megapixel is a thing which is made up of photos like this. This is the megapixel. In 2 megapixel photo, 2 million pixels are present. In 4 megapixel photo, 4 million pixels are present. So we need only 8 megapixel or 12 megapixel camera only we need. In the DSLR camera, this upper part is called lens. It is used for zooming 2x, 3x, 5x, 4x like this. This inner part is called as this inner part is called as sensor. It consists of aperture. Then we move on to the aperture. What is aperture? The main thing we want to see in the aperture is the micrometer, the the 1.6 mu m pixels, micrometer pixels for low light, because it has a larger pixel size. The pixel size is very large when compared to different things of camera. The pixel size is bigger, the photos will be greater and very sharper. This photo is very small and very small pixels. It consists of a large pixel. It gives a better pixel, but it consists of 64 megapixel, but in 12 megapixel also we get this quality. When coming back to the aperture size, when this number is very less, the f1.4 f2 is lesser, the more number of light is captured in the sensor. More light is captured, it will enhance the low light photography, while in this case f16 is very low sensor place to get the light in. Very little amount of light will be inside the sensor, so we will not get much greater photos in this aperture. So we have to consider while buying a smartphone, well well aperture size is f1.4 or f2 or f1.8. The camera samples are very good and nice and clear. Thank you friends for watching this. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, then you will get the notified. Thank you friends.